Welcome aboard, I'm your host, TCG Pirate King, aka the Gaming Governor, and today is Magic Mail Monday. As always, if you like this video and wish to see more like it, remember to tap the subscribe button to join the crew, and to make sure you do not get left behind on the grand line, also hit the bell icon. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, we're going to be starting with the first card that came in today, and I am happy to announce that I was able to pick up some more Baldovian Hydras. Anybody who's a fan of this station, of this channel, will know that I'm a big fan of Baldovian Hydra. It is an Ice Age card on the reserve list, and that is actually the reason in particular why I've been ordering it. Basically, in my mind, I want to be able to invest in something, and since this is on the reserve list and it's on Ice Age, which is only a few sets after the Dark, this is the reason why I've been basically putting into it. It's a really cheap card. It's in the under $5 area and is currently a $2 card. 3 months ago, it was only 70 cents plus, and now it has gone to above $2. So I'm pretty happy that it is going up in value. And since I did order 5 of them, I'm actually going to start today off with putting one of these new near mint copies that I have into the treasure bin. The next card I'd like to talk about is a card that's basically going to be the summarization of the theme for this video, and that is going to be cards from Baldur's Gate for the most part. Now, this is, in fact, Baldur's Gate. This is the name card from the set, and I'm surprised that people haven't been picking this card up. Now, the thing I'd like to remind you is that this is a card that is the name of a set. On top of that is a Dungeons & Dragons card. On top of that, it is a Commander Legends card. I do not believe this card will see a reprint anytime soon. However, I would like to also remind you it is a legendary gate. Those two key words can make this land very useful in a great many of decks. And as you can see, this actually will tap for mana equal to the number of gates that you have. If you have 15 gates on the field, this is Gaia's Cradle. At only 87 cents, I recommend picking up a playset of 4 foil, if at all possible. In fact, it should totally be possible. If you can't afford an 87-cent card, then maybe you shouldn't be playing this game. Now, as a reminder, I would like to mention this is going to be a shorter video than normal. I did have a light week because a lot of family was in town for the last week. But I would like to remind you guys again of Vexing Puzzle Box. This is a borderless copy of Vexing Puzzle Box that is selling for $5 right now. And there aren't many cards that are borderless in $5. And I definitely recommend this. This is a 3-cost mana rock. And I know everybody wants to do a 2-cost mana rock these days. But as a 3-cost, I think this one is pretty good. It says, add 1 mana of any color and roll a d20. Now, its static effect says, whenever you roll 1 or more dice, put a number of charge counters on Vexing Puzzle Box equal to the result. So a d20 will be putting about 10 points on this card every time you tap it for mana. Plus, there's always the chance that you'll be playing other rolling die effects, and there are more and more of those coming out as the game has continued to evolve. You can tap this to remove 100 charge counters from the card, and then you get to search your deck for an artifact and put that onto the battlefield. This can be really useful in searching out all manner of cards, and I definitely recommend if you do not have a Vexing Puzzle Box, or maybe if you just really like this borderless art copy, like I do like the artwork on this a lot, then go ahead and pick one up. It is only $5 right now, and I cannot see that doing that for much longer. It should be a $10 to $15 card any day now. Next card I want to talk to you guys about is called Decanter of Endless Water. Now, this is a card I was able to pick up at 21 cents a copy, and it's currently selling at over $2, $2.31 exactly, and I cannot believe that it was so ignored for as long as it was. It is another one of the 3-drop mana rocks, but this is also going to give you no maximum hand size. Now, there are already plenty of cards in the game that give you no maximum hand size, and all of them are totally usable. This card is definitely one of them. I'm going to be playing it in a lot of decks myself. And to make sure that you don't miss out on this card, because again, Baldur's Gate is one of those sets that's going to be very limited run, I'm going to make sure that somebody's going to be taking this home, so it's going into the treasure bin. Now, this is another card that's kind of similar to how we've been going so far. It's yet another mana rock from Baldur's Gate. And this is an uncommon, it's foil, and it's completely ignored. Nobody cares. Stone Speaker Crystal. 4 to give you 2 colorless, but sacrifice Stone Speaker Crystal to draw a card and, excuse me, what? Exile any number of target players' graveyards? In Commander, this is one of my favorite cards now because I will gladly destroy half of my opponent's deck with like a card like Tasha's Hideous Laughter and then play Stone Speaker Crystal. This is one heck of a good way to sync up your strategies and just destroy your opponent's resources. They will not be able to play any more cards. I highly recommend picking it up. It is even cheaper than the Decanter of Endless Water. It is currently at the way it is. I'm showing it a foil showcase at 36 cents. The normal copy is 6 cents to get your hands on. I do recommend picking up a playset because these cards will not be sticking around. There's Now, the final card I want to talk about today that came in the mail was Rampage of the Clans. Now, this is probably one of my favorite cards that has recently come out. Well, I shouldn't say recently because this came out before War of the Spark, mind you. But this is destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Now, this, I love it at instant speed. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller creates a 3/3 green centaur creature token. Now, I know you don't want to give your opponent a field, and I understand that, but how often do you pongify? How often are you okay with trading and giving your opponent a 3/3 just to get rid of that threat on the field? Reminder, it gets rid of artifacts and enchantments. You destroy all of them, but my God, you're getting rid of them. Now, yes, they are creatures, but you can board wipe after those creatures hit the field. You could play Selesnya and have Elesh Norn turn them into 1/1s. Meanwhile, all yours are 5/5s. But if you really want to take the most control of this card, play Treasure Token Tribal. If you're playing Treasure Token Tribal, which is one of the most favorite tribal card strategies right now, then you're always going to have more artifacts than your opponent. Imagine having 10 artifacts on the field just in the form of treasure tokens and trading those treasure tokens in for 3/3 centaurs. I would definitely pay 1 mana for a 3/3 centaur, wouldn't you? And that's basically what this card is affording you the capacity to do. Now, this is the kind of thing that I like. It is only a 26-cent card. I've gone a little ham and picked up 8 copies, and that's not all. I've actually picked up more copies than that because these are the 8 that are in my back pile for future use. I've got versions that are in decks. If you are playing Enchantress, if you are playing Artifact, this is the kind of card that I recommend you picking up. It is super cheap right now. It is a rare, and it is from Guilds of Ravnica. You should definitely find this before people pick up this card and start going, wow, you know what? I can use this. I can abuse this. I can really put the pressure on my opponent with a card like this. And the next thing you know, when you start to look at it yourself and go, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to get this card. I like this card. It's an $8 card. It's a $15 card. And you missed out because it was a rare that you didn't realize had potential in a meta game that now has so many treasures. Here we are at the end of the video. Balduvian Hydra and Decanter of Endless Water. I hope you guys enjoy.